Welcome back to Clash of Clans All-Stars. Now we're looking at the Town Hall 8 goho attack one more time, but this time we're going to get into a little bit more of the nuance, a little bit more specifics in what you want to accomplish on some of these more tricky bases. Now this base is still a traditional base, something you're going to find a lot in regular wars, not really so much competitive Town Hall 8 play, but it is something you're going to find a lot in regular farming wars. So one of the things people try to do is to cover the clan castle. So if you see there's no clan castle spots to come in without hitting a defense. So if you're trying to use a balloon or a hog to push through the walls and get the clan castle troops out, it will not work. That's one of the things that you'll see on some of these better designed bases. The second thing you're going to notice right away is the double giant bomb spots. So I'll go ahead and mark all the double giant bomb spots I can see now where it would be popular to put a double giant bomb. So there would be one, there would be one, let's see, here would be another spot, here would be a spot as well. They could put one here, but they probably won't because it's not between two defenses. They almost always have double giant bombs between defenses. It could also be here, but I would say the most likely spots are here next to the bomb tower, here between those two defenses, or here in the core. That would be my guess. Actually, it could be there as well. So there's a lot of spaces for double giant bombs, so you're going to want to pay attention to that when you're doing your heal. So to go back first, before we worry about the healing, we're going to worry about the clan castle. So what I try to do when I'm pulling the clan castle, you can usually still pull it if you destroy one building and then the troops path into another building, which is inside the zone. I try to do a mortar for those if I can, just because mortars have a lot less hit points than any other defensive building. The next one being the archer tower. You definitely don't want to try this on a wizard tower or even a cannon, just because they are so tanky. It would take a lot of time and a lot of troops to make that happen. So on this particular base, if you look at this cannon here, or sorry, the mortar there, he is right on the edge there, and if you path hogs from here, they are going to go next to the archer tower, and they're going to path inside the circle there in order to get to the archer tower. So that's what I'm counting on. Usually 3, as long as there's not a super high concentration of point defenses, 3 hogs will get the job done and be able to kill that defense and move forward to pull the clan castle. So 3 hogs there will pull that, and then as I said in the last video, we're going to go ahead and go in straight through here right at the barbarian king. So that is all the same as before. Really the difference in this one is going to be the healing. So we'll get to the attack and I'll go into where we want to be healing. Okay, so first we'll take a look at the clan castle pull. Again, 3 hogs. And there's that circle, which unfortunately you can't see while you're attacking, but there he goes right inside there to pull the clan castle. It is a pretty well hidden clan castle, so it's not ideal to pull, but it does. Usually you can get it done if you just work at it a little bit. Sometimes you need a little bit extra. If I didn't get the pull there, I probably would have, I don't know, I would be kind of stuck. So I'm glad that I did. That's kind of a risk you take if it's really buried like that. And sometimes if it's really buried, you may want to just consider going with dragons. That's one of the key factors in whether or not you can do a Town Hall 8 attack. But the benefit to that is there's not enough buildings to, I'm going to pause this so I can explain that real fast. There's not enough buildings to cover the clan castle in a good, satisfactory way without making the base too spread out. At that point, the defenses are so spread out from each other that it's really difficult to get a solid defense. So at that point, you're going to be fine with dragons, even, spam attacks like, I don't know, P.E.K.K.A.s or Go Wipe or things like that. But anyway, So we've got the king going in here, taking out the enemy king. Going to put in the hogs here. Now I do try to do it, if there's a lot of spaces for double giant bombs, I do try to be a little bit more surgical. At Town Hall 8, I'll put about 5 hogs on each defense. So I've got 5 going here, 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 here. And that way it gives me that spread just like we had before. If you're not comfortable dropping that many that quickly, it does have to happen fast, so you can just do a line of them if that makes you feel better. If you're going to do it surgically, it does have to be deployed really quickly because you need them to kind of pass all as one unit. So we'll see how that develops here. We'll go slow on it. Now I saw there was no giant bomb here next to the wizard tower, so we're fine there. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a heal on this area here, and there's the first giant bomb. So that almost kills the hogs on its own. They heal up, then they hit the second giant bomb, which is the bomb tower, and then they heal up, and then they hit the third giant bomb. So that should have wiped out every single one of my hogs. But since I had a heal down already, it didn't. So we're fine there. I also dropped the poison on the skeletons. Skeletons are a minor issue, but they can turn into an issue if you just leave them and don't deal with them, because the hogs will not attack them at all, and they will just follow the hogs around and pick them off. So now we got an excellent value for that heal. 3 giant bombs taken care of. Most of the hogs still up. And we're going to take a look at how the rest of the attack pans out. There's another giant bomb here. And that kind of takes out some of the clan castle hogs, which is unfortunate because they're the highest level ones. But as I said in the last video, you really want to prioritize the big group, and since I had a ton of them over here next to the wizard tower, I figured that was a better spot for the heal. So all of those guys kept up there in that heal, and only 2-point defenses left. So very efficient with the healing. Wasn't necessary to use the third heal because I got such value out of that first heal. And again, check for the corners, make sure there's no corner buildings. Builder huts usually in the corners. That's why you bring those 3 archers, and then just drop your archers, your wizards, get those cleanup troops going. And then the most important and most fun, probably least important, but definitely most fun aspect of Town Hall 8 is the swag heal. If you can get a swag heal in your attack, you have done well. So excellent pathing on this. We will try to get into it a little bit deeper, but I think that's probably all you really need to know for hogs. My next video will probably be a dragon video, just to get you all squared away at Town Hall 8, and then essentially you are set until we get to Town Hall 9. Luckily at Town Hall 9 there's a lot of attacks you can learn, probably half dozen or more different strategies, but at Town Hall 8 really it's hogs or dragons. So hopefully this was helpful, and enjoy, and happy clashing.